Hello from the other side of our product keynote, and welcome to day 2 at Fest London. My name is Desiree Mayer, and I'm a director of product for our platform. Today, I'll be joined by several of my colleagues to explore our product strategy and provide a deeper dive into features and functionality coming your way. Yesterday, Chris shared how dramatic changes in the way that we live, work, and communicate are transforming the shape of data within e-discovery and compliance, and how Relativity is investing in our product to ensure that you can harness incredible opportunities. He also shared ways that we are driving the platform forward, delivering updates on Collect, Short Message Review, Relativity One Redact, Relativity Trace, Connect, and more that we hope you're excited about. With numerous customers across law firms, corporations, government, and service providers, each with their own varied personas and use cases, there's so much more that we wanted to cover to ensure that you have insight into how we are making it easier for you to run investigations, conduct e-discovery, and do more with Relativity One. It is our goal as Relativity's product team to enable our global community to tackle new challenges and thrive. To do this, we continue to invest in 4 enduring areas: delivering a secure and extensible cloud platform, empowering you with a simply powerful user experience, enabling you with advanced AI for e-discovery and compliance, and finally, providing the strongest end-to-end product suite in the market. Before I dig into the work that we are doing in platform, I wanted to remind you of the Meta Music Challenge that Chris introduced. We'll be keeping that up throughout our presentation to test your investigative skills. I might have dropped a couple of clues already. And with that, let's get started. We know that the explosion of data has increased the complexity and cost of the e-discovery process. Coupled with the move to remote work, case sizes are growing and more work is moving in-house. Security breaches are also top of mind as they are becoming more common and costlier. In response to this shifting market landscape, you need a state-of-the-art cloud platform that is scalable, extensible, and secure that enables you to focus on accelerating your business outcomes. This is why our cloud investment is focused on delivering in 3 primary areas: dynamic scale and global reach, unparalleled security, and increased productivity. Today, with over 7 petabytes of data and 5.5 billion documents in our system, we are seeing the explosion of data manifest itself in the growth of Relativity One. We have customers with over 115 million documents in a workspace, and we publish up to 370,000 documents per hour. We'll continue to leverage the power of the cloud to improve Relativity One's scalability and the performance, both in the product and its infrastructure. A few examples include our investment in cutting-edge technologies like Kubernetes for game-changing performance, Azure Logic Apps and cognitive services, automation of builds, tests, ring deployments, rollbacks, and feature toggles, all aimed at proactively reducing errors, waiting time, and improving your product experience. You, our clients, continue to be the primary source of our inspiration when it comes to our roadmap. Based on your feedback, we've expanded our global footprint with additional data centers and are simplifying how you manage your global instances. Relativity One is now live in 11 locations, with Ireland and the United Arab Emirates coming later this year. When managing a globally distributed system, security is a top priority. As more work is done remotely, it is more critical than ever to manage your data securely and efficiently. With the Relativity One Security Center, you can monitor potentially concerning activity, act on key alerts, and see where your users are accessing your data from with our user login map, and take proactive action, all from a single place. Imagine a sunny afternoon when, as an administrator, you can get alerted of a suspicious login to your system and are able to quickly identify that it is your colleague logging in from his holiday in Turkey instead of his London flat. We are also helping you enforce the most secure login process possible by enabling you to easily turn on 2-factor authentication for all of your users at once. And as security and data privacy issues continue to evolve, our customers can trust that we are proactively monitoring trends and incorporating functionality into our platform so you can rest assured your data is safe. In addition to leveling up your administrator's capabilities and managing threats, we are developing tools, including a management console, that will help you increase productivity and grow your business. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Simon Shim to give you a preview of what the new console will enable you to do.
Thank you, Desiree. Knowing where you stand in your usage in the cloud is critical to understanding your return on investment. That insight, while not directly tied to the activities related to fulfilling the EDRM lifecycle, is what you need to drive action and manage how well you are using Relativity One. Whether you're looking to leverage our different storage tiers to maximize value for your current cases, or doing longer-term planning for upcoming cases, you need to be informed. As the shape of the world's data evolves and Relativity continues to expand options for where and how you manage your data, we're incredibly excited to launch the Management Console later this year to optimize your usage and capture the value you create on our cloud platform. So, let's get back to our heroic administrator. You just effortlessly fortify the security posture of your organization by increasing multi-factor authentication adoption. Now, you need to turn your attention to the next urgent matter. Your most demanding client wants more information about their recent and forecasted usage. Today, you have to use multiple tools to assemble a complete holistic picture, which can feel like times when my son is fishing around for the right Lego piece to finish his masterpiece, and he complains, "Still haven't found what I'm looking for." Soon, you'll be able to leverage one unified console that provides the context you need to answer your client's question. With global visibility into your usage, you can see where you are today and where you're headed alongside relevant contract details at a glance. Overall, nothing looks out of the ordinary, so you switch to a view that enables you to dig deeper for answers. Here, you start scanning through some key trends around Relativity One data tiers in the current month. Looks like there's a significant volume of data that is queued up to be discounted in June. Of secondary note, you see that the usage in Asia exceeded your forecast from last month. Out of curiosity, you zoom into that region and take note to discuss with your team in Singapore. Getting back to the task at hand, you zoom in to review your client's usage. Looking back 6 months, it's clear that one of their cases has grown massively. You take a note to review the data management strategy with the project management team and consider more aggressive usage of ECA workflows, which might be helpful for future planning. With that, you wrap up your analysis and export your insight. Check, one demanding client's needs met. That's a quick glimpse into what managing your use of Relativity One will look like and how we are never going to give you up in our mission to minimize your time spent on non-billable activities and maximize your focus on innovation. There's more to come in this area, but I'll pass the mic back to Desiree to discuss another key area, extensibility.
Thank you, Simon. We want you to get the most value from our platform, and this is why extensibility is a core component of our strategy. We believe that our platform is the foundation of a thriving ecosystem because it enables several outcomes. Number one, direct customers can have customized instances of Relativity tailored to their unique needs and workflows. Number two, service providers can continue to differentiate their business and services with our platform. And finally, developers and ISVs can extend the feature capabilities to solve problems and tackle new challenges. On top of this, customers are actively leveraging Relativity for use cases beyond e-discovery. And so is Relativity, with products like Relativity Trace and Relativity Patents. Our developer community is also growing, with over 750 members innovating on the platform and over 300 unique third-party applications. This growth is evident in the tremendous adoption of our Kepler APIs, with over 2 billion queries per month to our object model. To support this community, we are extending our Simply Powerful user experience philosophy to our developer tooling. We've heard from you that developing on the platform can sometimes be like an obstacle course. We have taken that feedback, and in response, we have modernized our API suite to help reduce the time it takes to get your next big idea to market, whether you're a Relativity Pro developer or you're just getting started. This includes deprecating our legacy RSAPI interface in favor of Kepler REST-based APIs that's standardized and fully versioned. We are also revamping our documentation and releasing tutorials to better guide you through the process. In the next few months, you'll be able to take advantage of self-service capabilities to upgrade your third-party applications and have seamless access to developer logs so you can gain valuable insight and quickly solve issues. Our investment in extensibility continues as we partner with clients like Deloitte to help them take advantage of new opportunities. With our platform's extensibility, they are poised to address emerging opportunities, including tackling managed crisis response and bankruptcy review. And there's a lot more exciting improvements in this area. To find out more, check out our Developer Summit session, now available on demand. I hope that you are as excited as we are with the improvements in our cloud platform. This is just the beginning as we continue our relentless pursuit on raising the bar on our quality, performance, scale, and speed of our innovation with our state-of-the-art cloud platform.
Hello, I'm Victor Foreman, Director of Product Management, focused on our core user experience. Many of you have heard us talk about the importance of a simply powerful user experience for several years now. It continues to be an essential focus area as we aim to help our customers get better results faster. Why is it so important? Well, first, you've told us it's important. All of our data, whether it's survey data, behavioral click tracking data, or conversations with our customers, it all shows that getting to value faster and with less effort is critical to the success of our users. And so our relentless focus on UX centers around driving down what we call time to value. We believe that all users benefit when we intelligently default towards simplicity. But the reality is that you're solving complex problems, and those sometimes require advanced capabilities. So our goal is to strike the right balance between simple and advanced options at the right time for the right user. Maybe you heard us mention Aero UI once or twice last year. Actually, true story, I talked about Aero so much last year that I once called my daughter Aero. Aero was a big step forward in delivering a simply powerful user experience, introducing meaningful improvements in navigation, the document viewer, performance, and Relativity One's aesthetic. And as you can see, the feedback on Aero has been very positive. The launch of Aero was really just the beginning of an exciting journey. Aero is the user experience foundation from which we continue to build, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're applying the simply powerful mindset to two workflows that are essential to nearly every project in Relativity One. First is accelerating the time it takes to get ready for review. Those administrative actions that take you from nothing to having a case and users set up, data loaded and processed, and all administrative tasks complete so that end users can get right in to start their investigation or to review documents. And second is all about accelerating your ability to discover the truth, make decisions, and move forward. To tell us more about this, I'd like to introduce Sebastian Kaksha and Julie Huner. They'll show you a few examples of how we're delivering exciting changes in data transfer, workflow automation, search, and the document list.
Thank you, Victor. As more and more organizations move to the cloud, it is more important than ever to streamline how our customers can move data from Relativity Server to Relativity One. You have already migrated more than 5,000 workspaces and 500 terabytes of data to the cloud. And if you have done this, you're probably nodding your head as I share that this has been a tedious experience involving multiple tools and a lot of clicks. It was a land of confusion. That's why we are thrilled to introduce Migrate, a new application that enables you to migrate workspaces from Server to Relativity One in 3 intuitive steps and only 6 clicks. First, select to assign workspaces for migration, preview to double-check setup and manage email notifications, and finally migrate to easily track your migration progress and see which workspaces are ready for review in the cloud. On top of this, Migrate will deliver incredible speeds with the ability to move multiple terabytes per day. And security will up-level since you will eliminate the risk associated with leveraging multiple tools. Migrate has been in advanced access with 10 customers since the beginning of the year and has gotten rave reviews. I'm thrilled to share that it will be globally available on June 14th, so we'll be more easily able to move data to the cloud. And Migrate isn't the only innovation we are bringing to data transfer. We are all accustomed to dragging and dropping and moving files around in other systems like Google Drive, Dropbox, and the like. We want transferring data to Relativity One be as easy and intuitive. So we've begun redesigning our file import-export capabilities with the goal of delivering a simply powerful web-based solution to streamline the data transfer process for you. In the future, you will be able to drag and drop files directly into Relativity One and seamlessly process those files to get ready for review. With that, I would like to turn it over to Julie to talk about some of the other exciting enhancements that we have planned.
Thanks, Sebastian. With Migrate revolutionizing how you bring data from server to Relativity One, and drag and drop import making it easy to bring data in from other sources, Automated Workflows now removes the last mile of manual steps to get to review. Since its launch last fall, Automated Workflows has eliminated over 30,000 manual jobs from administrators' plates. Think about that for a moment. That's time and energy you previously spent on manual administrative steps that you can now spend on more meaningful value-add activity. And the power of Automated Workflows continues to grow. Earlier this year, we enabled you to automate all structured analytics actions, including email threading, name normalization, textual near duplication, repeated content filters, and language identification. Throughout the rest of the year, we'll continue to add actions, including OCR and conceptual analytics. We'll also give you greater control with triggers, like time of day. And finally, we'll make it easy to proliferate your automated workflows to all your matters. Our goal, put simply, is to enable automation for all the manual tasks required to get documents ready for you so you can get to value faster and act on your data. One of the main ways that users act on their data is by searching. In fact, over 1 million searches are run in Relativity One every single day. So we want to make searching your data easier and faster. Recently, we released a new feature designed to take away the time and frustration of rerunning a previous search. With recent searches, you can see your 10 most recent indexed searches and easily rerun them with one simple click. If you've ever crafted the perfect search string and then forgotten to save those results, this feature has got you covered. You're also able to easily navigate between your recent searches to compare results after changing your search logic. Building on top of our recent searches feature, we are going to make it simple for you to craft smart searches by providing syntax helpers to create the most effective search strings. Additionally, we will seamlessly leverage our analytics capabilities to provide you with conceptual suggestions, surfacing relevant terms that might not otherwise be discovered. And with a new quick search experience, we'll eliminate the extra clicks and field confusion around creating the most common searches in Relativity, those involving people and dates. You will be able to quickly and easily create those most common searches on top of an improved document list that can now serve as a workflow driver with the ability to do quick edits to documents and give users improved readability of the grid with the ability to freeze columns. Thank you so much for joining us today. Back to you, Victor.
Thanks, Julie. As you've just seen, we have a lot planned to ensure we deliver on the promise of a simply powerful user experience. Together, all of these enhancements will make you a smooth operator in Relativity One with a faster time to value than ever before. We appreciate you being on this journey with us and hope you continue to provide valuable feedback that enables us to build a product that is worthy of you.
Hi, I'm Andrea Beckman, a director on the product team overseeing review, AI, and case strategy. Over my 10 years at Relativity, it's been a clear trend that data volumes are skyrocketing and the shape of data is constantly changing. As teams move more work in-house, it's mission critical that you can quickly and easily organize your data, focus your team's efforts, and uncover insights. To do this, you need AI. Using artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies helps you cull your data, prioritize reviews, and deeply understand important issues, people, and connections. Our AI solutions are the most widely used in the industry, with over 7 petabytes of data ingested, 10 billion documents analyzed, and 1.7 billion predictions made. Proven effective by hundreds of organizations and approved by courts around the globe, our accessible, comprehensive, and invaluable AI toolset helps you get to better insights faster and can dramatically reduce review by up to 99%. As we talk about with the user experience, accessibility is also a key aspect of our AI capabilities. It's not presenting a crazy amount of options for moving forward, but a superhighway to accelerate finding the truth. For example, as Julie and Victor just explained, automation dramatically simplifies the administrative work required to leverage AI. And when you take advantage of automation, you no longer need to waste time waiting for large batches of documents to pile up to run a process, waiting between steps to push the next button, waiting and watching for results to appear. Instead, the results of AI are at your fingertips when you need them, so you can reap the benefits without additional manual effort. No waiting means you can think and act differently. You're able to approach projects more iteratively and get to value faster. Now you can automate language identification to organize your data for review, communication analysis to uncover new people of interest, and thread visualization to understand complicated email chains. Additionally, you're able to templatize your AI workflows so they become the standard for how you do work in Relativity One. This makes it easy to use AI on every matter. In today's rapidly evolving technology landscape, there is no single AI solution to solve all your problems. In Relativity One, we provide a comprehensive suite of tools that help you keep pace with the complexity of data, including increased data volumes, different data types, and more, so you can find the truth faster no matter where it's hidden. One small example coming later this summer is improvements to our Gmail-specific threading algorithm, ensuring that that particular data type is understood with ease. We'll enable you to do more by integrating foreign language translation right into the document list, giving you the power to move forward a review or investigation without delay and with the proper understanding of your documents. Next, we'll add more investigative capabilities that allow you to better understand people and their emotions within your data set. Entity extraction will find all mentions of people, organizations, and more within the text of documents so that you don't have to go hunting for that key information. Think about how many different ways a person's name can show up in a document. For example, with the first and last name, or just the last name, or maybe a nickname. You need a comprehensive way to find all of those mentions of the person without conducting an exhaustive manual search. Sentiment analysis will provide an added layer of understanding to the positive and negative tones within your data, potentially spotting critical issues not easily found by other means. AI isn't meant to overwhelm you or create more work for you. It adds more value to your work so you can spend more time on what matters, like working with customers, or perhaps more time for things outside of work, like spending quality time with your kids, like my cuties here. Active learning is one simple, powerful way to find relevant information faster, potentially changing the outcome of your cases because you've gotten to the truth faster and can effectively evaluate the options ahead. And soon we'll have multiple ways to validate your results. Whether you want to verify the illusion rate or you want to check your recall and precision, those metrics will be at your fingertips when you need them. The AI we've built doesn't only create substantial value for e-discovery and investigative workflows in Relativity One, but also for the compliance teams using Relativity Trace to perform communication surveillance. As Peter shared yesterday, with the massive volumes of digital communication today, this process can feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. It's imperative that you're able to identify and ignore irrelevant content so you can focus on the truly risky content that impacts your business. Relativity Trace will benefit from the translation, entity extraction, sentiment analysis, and active learning enhancements that are coming to Relativity One. And we're also focused on building new ways to cleanse communications from the 40+ data sources that Trace supports. We're accomplishing this with AI and machine learning models that can identify email and chat headers, confidentiality disclaimers, signatures, duplicative segments of documents, and other redundant and non-authored content. Transforming your workflows, or perhaps your entire organization, through the use of AI is a great new frontier. You have plenty of ways to get help on this exciting journey. Our dedicated support and solutions teams can be the guiding light to help you tackle these challenges, whether you're just getting started or an advanced AI expert. In addition, you can lean on the Relativity community, a global network of experts that can help you and your team succeed using our AI solutions, inspiring one another to use AI on every matter.
Hi, I'm Ryan Kowalczyk, Director of Product Management overseeing legal hold, collect, processing, and production. At Relativity, we continue to invest in strengthening our end-to-end product suite so that you can streamline your technology stack with a single platform that provides integrated capabilities for each phase of your project. Why is this important? An end-to-end platform provides huge efficiencies in time, effort, and cost. With everything in one place, you don't need to spend money on multiple, potentially duplicative solutions. You don't waste time moving data between systems, and you reduce the security risks and human error that often come with that. Let's start with Collect, which is a great example of how we're bringing our end-to-end strategy to life. Early last year, we launched Collect in Europe to enable easy, targeted, and defensible collections of Microsoft 365 data, including Outlook email, Office documents stored and shared on OneDrive, and more, all without data leaving the cloud. Since then, our customers have been collecting terabytes of data each month, and we've been working 8 days a week to add new connectors for all the data sources that are important to you. For example, we recently launched our Slack connector, allowing you to collect from this critical data source that has seen rapid growth over the last year due to remote workforces. I'm also excited to share that we recently launched an advanced access program for our Google Workspace suite of connectors to enable seamless collections from Gmail, Drive, Chat, and more. It's going great, and we expect to make this available to you in Q3. And with our acquisition of Virtue back in January, we are now leveraging Virtue technology to accelerate the addition of even more cloud connectors. We'll round out Microsoft 365 collections with Teams and SharePoint and add connectors for several more broadly used data sources like Zoom, as well as industry-specific ones like Bloomberg, and even archives like Proofpoint. We're focused on making Collect a comprehensive solution that enables you to collect from over 50 data sources in the years ahead. Now, let's talk about non-cloud data. Earlier this year, we added the capability to remotely collect data from laptops via our integration of technology from X1. Collecting non-cloud data without a remote option like this, of course, has become increasingly challenging during the pandemic and the shift to remote work. Instead of hopping on a plane or shipping hard drives or USB sticks in order to do collections, we made it easy for you to do it remotely. If you're not an X1 customer, check it out, as they now offer a Relativity plan for those who adopt Relativity Collect. And stay tuned for the Remote Collections breakout session later today, where we'll go deeper on this topic. Let's move on to processing. More and more customers have adopted Relativity One processing. In fact, in just the last 12 months, our customers have processed over a petabyte of data and nearly 5 billion documents. Along the way, we've made some notable product enhancements to deliver a flexible, fast and reliable, and easy-to-use experience. We now keep things in sync when you delete documents from review and enable you to easily republish documents too. We developed a new text extraction method for Microsoft Office documents, which is more than 3 times faster and generates 88% fewer exceptions than the previous method. And we've been focused on helping you quickly and easily understand and take action on the exceptions that do occur when processing data. In fact, we reached a significant milestone in our most recent release when we made the Files page your central hub for viewing and taking action on any processing exceptions. And the biggest news in processing is that more powerful culling capabilities are coming. You'll be able to filter discovered data at a file level in a few key ways, including search terms, prior to publishing data for early case assessment or review. You'll also be able to preview the impact of different deduplication methods, again, prior to publishing. And you can save all your filter selections for easy reuse and editing as your matter evolves. To ensure that we optimize these powerful culling capabilities for you, we're launching an advanced access program later this year to get your guidance and feedback as we develop the product. As always, we look forward to your invaluable input. Now is the time to adopt Relativity One processing. At 4 o'clock, customers like Arthur Cox will discuss benefits they realized by making the switch. Don't miss it. I'd like to close by discussing short message, review, and production. As Chris mentioned yesterday, we recognized that managing the explosive growth and complexity of short messages was going to be a challenge for you. Whether it be text messages, Slack, Teams, or data from other chat and collaboration platforms. So, we led the industry and launched our Relativity Short Message Format, or RSMF, a couple years ago to make it easy for you to review, analyze, and produce this data. Since then, data from more than 40 short message platforms has been ingested in Relativity, and the volume of short message data in the system has increased 5 times in the last year. And to help you streamline your processes, now if you use Collect to gather this data, we convert it to RSMF so you can automatically benefit from our optimized viewer, which enables you to understand threads of messages and review them in the context of the conversation. Now, even with the most targeted collections, there's still a lot of noise that needs to be removed from these conversations to make them easier to review. This is why we launched short message filtering last year, so you can easily remove specific people, timeframes, and joins or leaves in your dataset, narrowing in on the content that matters most. I'm excited to share that we're taking this a step further, making it easy for you to produce the most relevant data with short message slicing. With this new capability coming later this year, you'll no longer have to paint it black by redacting away hundreds or thousands of irrelevant messages in your productions. Instead, reviewers will be able to hone in on the participants, time frame, or individual messages that are most critical, and simply create a slice or subset of messages that need to be produced. So, from collect to processing to review and production, I hope you enjoyed learning more about the integrated capabilities we're adding to Relativity One to provide a more robust end-to-end product experience. Thank you.
Phew, that was a whirlwind. We have certainly covered a lot these past 2 days. The changing shape of data, privacy and AI, global availability, ecosystem collaboration, platform extensibility, streamlining time to value, and so much more. Yet what inspires us and motivates us the most is you. Your deep expertise in the industry, passion for the product, and insightful feedback is invaluable, regularly cultivating fields of gold for our product development teams to harvest ideas from. The truth is, nothing compares to you, our customers, partners, and the whole Relativity community. And to serve you better in the years ahead, our teams are continually focused on increasing the pace, quality, and performance of innovation in Relativity One. This shows up in multiple dimensions. With Arrow UI and our new viewer, we continue to drive down median dock-to-dock navigation speeds well below the 200 millisecond threshold of perceived instantaneous by ensuring all dock types and sizes perform well. This is critical as the total number of dock-to-dock navigations in Relativity One has soared over 1.2 million per day and continues to grow rapidly. We continue to invest in cloud deployment automation so that we can not only improve the quality of your release, but also bring the time you are waiting for maintenance to complete down to 0 in the coming years. In fact, over the past year, our 12 scheduled monthly and quarterly releases were assisted behind the scenes by over 43,000 automated deployments, 35% of which required no downtime to administer. And since Fest London last year, we have shipped over 350 significant customer-requested solutions, features, and enhancements, including many you've seen here today. These cover a wide spectrum of needs throughout our customer base, and were built with your most important use cases, workflows, and personas in mind. As we bring this keynote to a close, I want to sincerely thank you for your partnership. It's been a great 2021 so far, and we are just getting started together. And for everyone honing your advanced e-discovery and compliance monitoring skills by playing along with our Meta Music Challenge, take the quiz linked below on this session page. And whether you played or not, feel free to download and jam out to our Fest London Calling playlist, now available on Spotify. Who knows? You may discover the best song ever. If you're anything like me, the music will have you thinking, take me back to London so we can meet and enjoy each other's company in person again next year. Until then, please enjoy the rest of the conference today, and thank you again from all of us at Relativity. Cheers.
Did you get a later start to the product keynote than you wanted? Or perhaps you had to step out of a session a bit early. We get it. That's why you have access to all of our Fest content on demand until the 18th of June. So do not worry about taking a break. You have all of the resources at your fingertips until the 18th of June.